Oh, good morning, everybody. I've been a full run this morning. Hope you all had a great Christmas, holidays, and you had fun, and you didn't eat too bad. I didn't. I didn't need to. Some people feel like they need to eat real bad for some reason or another, and it's all up in how you train yourself, you know. Some things are only hard if you let them be hard. And it's all in how you train yourself, how you see something. You can change your perspective in any given moment that you want. You know, you can let go, quit holding on to things, quit holding on to opinions, attitudes, all of that, and just let it all go. You got to anyway, you know, going down to the spiritual side of life, you have to just let things go. And in today's world, in today's time, spiritually, all you can do is just be in the moment, enjoy that moment, and protect yourselves as much as you can. And I think that's most important. And I think this channel is about protecting yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. And you guys are kicking butt. So big holler out to every one of you, JG, Steve, all of you guys, everyone out there, Bo, all of you, 1329, all of you guys. Indiana Banana had a birthday here last week, I understand. So happy birthday, Indiana Banana. That leg done yet? You done playing with that leg? You get that leg done, Indiana Banana. This is one I've missed, and I apologize greatly about this. I found it. I have so much paperwork at home. I've drowned in it before. Now this is, you can tell what kind of business I am. I'm a carpenter. But generally I have stacks here of paperwork, just trying to get to it all. So I'm just doing my best there, guys. Y'all, hope you're doing well as well. Okay, now this one was a stage 3 melanoma. And I don't know how old this is, and I definitely apologize. This is JG. JG, I apologize on this one. You give me a good case here. This is an excellent case. You know, these cases are sad cases sometimes, and sometimes you'll see me respond emotionally, and you know, I try to be detached, understand karma, and just it is what it is, and now we can come in and we can heal someone like that, or surely attempt it. And so sometimes things have to go through different routes, and sometimes I lose something which I shouldn't have, or it slips under another paper for some reason unbeknownst to me. I kind of let the Supreme Being guide my life because it's wild. But this one, this is a case, this is his name is Norm, and this is a 38-year-old male, obviously. Norm's story is, and I find this person, JG, I find this person in love with the medical community. And what you wrote here, man, this guy loves his medical diagnosis. He loves his medical treatment until he understands that what he's doing is very life-threatening to him up and above the melanoma. This is just, he's narrowing his ability to survive this. His survival rate is getting smaller and smaller and smaller the more radiation and of course they want to start him on chemo, and his attitude is, well, I don't know why, but okay, you know, that sort of attitude. And these kind of people, they don't survive well because the allopathic community just enjoys them to the max. I mean, rips them and tears them, and pretty much can do anything they want, and they have full blessings and take off on them. These people don't survive well under allopathy. Are you kidding? So this is a story where a man, let me see, he has been to receive conventional treatments at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in Boston. So many of these things. In early September, I was diagnosed with melanoma. He had some PET scans. It spread to the lymph nodes in my right leg. The femoral basin of lymph nodes, and based on the size of the original tumor, which was excised in early September, mitotic rate, ulceration, and spread to lymph nodes, I was given a complete diagnosis of stage 3 cancer. What an intellectual bunch of crap. Well, you know, it's like, come on. You've got a fluid backed up that's breaking down your body, and you've got to understand that, Norm, and understand what cancer is. Highly review this cancer video that we just shot, because the word conventional medicine is disgusting to me. Conventional. Allopathy has always been the alternative approach. It's only in the recent years that they, just like all these other scrupulous people out there, they plan the takeover. And the takeovers of your consciousness, and to control you in the way you think, and to buy into their ridiculousness about this. This guy buys into the idea that cancer cells are going to travel through all the lymph nodes and find another home in another tissue. I want you to think about how ridiculous that is. How a cell can break loose and travel and go through the lymph nodes, many of them, many of them, full of immune cells and bacteria, and go past those guys and find another place to roost and just settle down. Sit on top of another cell, hug another cell? What would you say? I mean, it's just this sort of consciousness is out there, and these, the joke's on them. All I can tell you, this is like many other types of cancer. Melanoma is particularly aggressive. This guy has this on his Facebook or something like this. Like many other types of cancer, it's progressive, blah, 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 blah. It's slightly better than odds chance of recurrence after the tumor has been removed. Well, no kidding. Well, because if you remove a tumor, what did you remove? You removed the effect of the problem. You didn't remove the cause of the problem. You just removed the tumor. That's the effect. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything to help yourself except remove a tumor. Well, all the tumor is a pocket of fluid. Might have some cancer cells in it. Okay, it's isolated. You're isolated. That's why the body isolates these things. So, he's pretty much historically, however, melanoma has been shown to be better unresponsive to some of the more well-known conventional systemic cancer treatments such as chemo and radiation. From what I gather in my reading and through discussion with medical professionals, oh wow, this is great, surgery is considered the first-time line of defense and most effective way to deal with melanoma. Then how come in most surgery cases we follow up with radiation and chemo? If surgery is incomplete and done, good. That's okay with me. I have no complaints with that. I have no complaints with the removal of tumors, absolutely, surgically. As long as you understand what's causing this and you get right on the cause, or you're going to grow another tumor back. And then you've got the damage to the tissues from the surgery that the lymph system has to deal with. This is why tumors always grow back. This is why they use chemo and radiation. Just flatten out the land. It's just like a forest. You want a few trees out of there, just flatten the whole forest. Makes sense. I mean, this is the kind of thing that's out there, and it's ridiculous. And maximally, and this is typical jargon from allopathy, we're going to be typically aggressive in your case. I mean, that right there ought to make you run out the door, but no, oh yeah, let's get aggressive. That's fear talking. That's a lack of knowledge talking. And as long as you fall into that, Norm, or anyone else like that, your life is you're cutting it down more and more and more, and you can't complain when you wake up one day and go, oops, because most people that do chemo and radiation wake up going, oops, not the other way around. One day there's going to be a major lawsuit against the allopathic communities, and they're going to have to, in a court of law, all these facts are going to be put up, and they're going to be in serious trouble. There are already now websites with facts that are extensive, and I'm telling you, there's nowhere for them to go. The facts are already laid. They're laying their own nest, their own bed of destruction, and when people wake up, it's all there for everybody to see. No hiding this. So it's a bad thing, and a lot of medical doctors are waking up. Thank you, guys. Come aboard. Let's rock this planet. But as long as you want to deal with people like this, you're one of the people that's doing harm like this for the sake of the good of the whole or something. Let me see. Thus, 6 weeks ago, I underwent a 9-hour surgical procedure. Thus involved the removal of the aforementioned femoral basin of lymph nodes. Good question. Now, what about the cells, Norm, that feed into those lymph nodes, which are nothing but septic tanks? What about all those cells that feed into those lymph nodes? Where their waste going to go now? Yeah, well, you'll be lucky you won't have major lymphedema of that leg. And then now you're in trouble. This is typical stuff, so you have to be real careful. 2 of the 9 lymph nodes in the basin, so they removed at least 9 lymph nodes. They connect to cells, my friend. What do you think? They sit there and do nothing? Sit there like moons in the sky? Yeah, I don't know. Only 2 tested for positive. So what? You had a cancer cell in the lymph node. Where else do you think they are going to go? That's where they're supposed to go, is the lymph nodes, guys. I mean, this is, you see this over and over and over again, and da-da-da-da-da, which cells would be spreading next before potentially metastasizing to organs. Oh my God, so your cells are in your lymph, they're going to go to your organs and going to destroy your organs. I suggest you really review our video on cancer there, Norm. JG, man, I appreciate this one. I just couldn't refuse going over this one because this guy's walking right up and says, have at it, do whatever you want on me. His attitude, I feel it just in his words and the way he wrote that. The poor guy's optimistic that the allopathy has some kind of cure, and I look around and I'm thinking, well, if you look around at your neighbors and everyone else, that's not what you see. You don't see 90% of the people in these procedures walking out free, and you're talking about these entering a trial study for chemo. Oh, that's smart. You know, most of these trial studies, I'm telling you, the ones that I know of, most everyone of them dies. I remember I told you the 432 patients in a cancer study, and everyone but the one that came here and detoxified himself are all dead. And this guy's alive and well and been that way for 20-some years. There's no cancer left. He got rid of it. He cleaned his lymph system. He got rid of the acids, rebuilt the damaged tissue, and now he can go the rest of his life now because he knows the secret now of why his lymph system got backed up. That's the way to go. Outside of that, these aren't the way to go. So I thank you, JG. But I was reading this, and it was like, hey, here's a classical human that is totally unaware of what he's entering into, and he's entering into it optimistically, which I don't blame him, the poor guy, but it's like, oh man, oh, this is phase 3, will involve receiving interferon, one of the few FDA-approved systemic treatments which has shown some success improving outcomes for those diagnosed with advanced stage melanoma. Make me want to puke. Cure it the right way and you won't have it anymore. That's all I'm going to say. Don't treat this as cancer. Treat it as what it really is. What's going on with your skin cells? What's going on with your body? So, sorry, JG, my friend. Thanks for the input on this one. Sorry I was so late back with you on this one, but it won't matter. This guy is happy in Joyland right now. He won't be, probably. Hopefully he will. Hopefully. Okay, I'm not going to be negative, but hopefully he will. But not what we see. So I want to go on here and catch up. I was going to come in and go over these, but you know what? I just couldn't. I had 5 days off, and I got so busy. And can you please do a video on acid reflux? Yeah, I think I would like to do a video on acid reflux. I'm going to keep this out, sweetheart. Growing. You keep changing your name. Glowing Ember. I'll do one on the acid reflux because there's at least 3 times of acid reflux that you need to know about. It could be the simple, what would be truly acid reflux would be low bicarbonate in the pancreas and you're not neutralizing hydrochloric acid. If you don't stop an acid, you guys are learning obviously that acids are corrosive, and if you don't neutralize acids after they do the job they're meant to do, and that's if they're designed to do a job. If they're byproducts, they need to get out. But if they're designed to do a job like estrogen or testosterone or aldosterone or hydrochloric acid, well, absolutely. But there's the remedy. There's the neutralizer real close to them. You know, progesterone neutralizes estrogen and testosterone. Bicarbonate in the pancreas neutralizes hydrochloric acid. So I will. It'll be one of my next videos, I think, because there's so many people with this problem. And I'll get into a lot of issues, particularly interstitial lymphatic constipation. And this is by far the worst one, because this means your lymph system in the wall of your GI tract is burning, and that is a burn not from hydrochloric acid. That's a burn from the lymph, and that's the worst one because that's where all the cancers are coming from. this is where you want to get that out. I just did one today. Some ladies on Nexium. I just love our society here. It's just so intelligent. Lots of love, I swear. Thanks, guys. To beauty. Yeah, I love you too, honey. Thanks for the input. Sometimes I get a little ratted out there, especially when it deals with this cancer issue, because it's repetitive in our faces so much. And this poor fella, Norm, he's going to walk right into the door, fully smiling, hoping his life will be totally changed, and God bless him. But my God, he's not going to do anything to fix the problem, and he's just walking up to more tissue destruction. Because it makes sense to destroy cells with something that's worse than the substance that created the damage to the cell in the first place. I just really don't get that. So thank you, True Beauty, for you too. Absolutely. Now, let me see here. I had to move my fridge the other day and found a Medjool date sitting there on the floor. Well, Canadian War God, did you take down that Medjool, or did you let him survive for another day here? God only knows how long it was there, how it got there. Well, maybe that was placed there for you. Yeah, I love the way the masters work. They work like that. Suddenly there's something there, and it's like, okay. The masters do that kind of stuff on you sometimes. It was not moldy. What's master stuff. Maybe dates are. You're a Canadian War God, so you know what, man? Maybe dates are candida killers. I will invent the date diet to kill parasites and candida. Ongoing, Canadian War God. Medjool date just sitting there for you, was it? I have to laugh. And it was a Medjool date, too. Super Genuine Girl. Like nice name. Hello, my name is Linnea. I don't know. Today's not a good day for me to think. And I have weird health problems to deal with. I have fibromyalgia and systemic rosacea. Systemic rosacea? Huh. Could I use the word acidosis instead of rosacea there, honey? Systemic acidosis. I have fibromyalgia, which is systemic acidosis. Yep, that's exactly what you got, huh? The latter brought on by, Celexa and antidepressant. Oh, honey. You know what? These drugs, you're finding the right site for yourself. Get yourself healthy, sweetheart. You'll come right out of that. The two combined have given me extreme allergy, no kidding, to food and environment. I am having difficulty finding a house to live in right now because of the EMF allergy. Yeah, you can get just like I said, I am so sensitive in the EMFs. Well, detoxification is really I love this. Detoxification is the only doorway. It's just a golden key. It's a golden key to us all. And it'll help you unlock those EMFs and clean that body out and get the lymph system. Because this is about your lymph system. And this is why the allergies, that's why the fibromyalgia, it's why the systemic rosacea. I don't know what to do at this point. Well, get into your kidneys, get into your adrenals, move those lymphs, clean up the bowels. That's the only way you can find remedy. It's the only way. To add to this, last year I went indoor tanning. Oh, and I damaged my skin all over my body. Oh, see what I'm saying, guys? When people ask me stuff, I go, no. We don't want to play too much with magnetics or chemistry. Not smart. And here's the poor thing, she went in there trusting that, and just like Norm, he's going to go in trusting. It's good. Yeah, good chemo. Yummy. Good for the tummy. I don't know what to do at this point. Well, you move your lymph, sweetheart. Your skin will repair itself. And I damaged my skin all over, really drying it out. Has never recovered since. Well, that's because you got to move your lymph, sweetheart. You just acidified yourself even more. You're burning yourself deeper and deeper in the tissues. You keep burning yourself. You're burning inside, and now you burn more from the outside, so you're cooking yourself. And remember, you're on raw foods, and you're cooking yourself. Is there something I can do to fix this? Absolutely. Move those lymphs, sweetheart. What is the quickest way to fix these things? Grape fasts, fruit, berries and melon diet, maybe a salad at night for a while, and get up there and move those lymphs. I don't know how. You'd have to get your eyes done and look at them and see how bad your lymph system is and where you are with your kidneys and adrenals. But kidneys, adrenals, lymphatics, GI tract. endocrine glands, adrenals, and really go heavy into this. I'm picking up depression, here's what you said, so it's either from all the pain and discomfort from that, or the loss of calcium, which is a parathyroid if you can't put it back. So what is it? I also want to make a request that could for you talk more about your spiritual visits to other jewel cities. You had those experiences? They're cool as all get out. I mean, when we think this is the lowest world and how beautiful it is in its most beautiful places, and you take this times 1,000, times 10,000, you can see what I mean. The closer to God you get outside of creation, or even in creation, these levels of creation, when you get into these higher levels, it's just, there's no words. I mean, the beauty and the joy and the love and the consciousness. Consciousness. Yes. Yes, I find that so fascinating. I do too. I love all the God worlds. God, there's untold amount of them. Sometimes you don't even know where you are, especially if you have a master helping you and taking you to places. Sometimes you don't even know where you are or how you got there sometimes, just, all kinds of good stuff. You're a great man, and I would could feel your general love and care for. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Lena, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I love you though. Thank you. Super genuine girl. Just that title says that you're a good person, I think. You guys have got some cool names out there. I just love what you're doing with your names. I tell you what a great group of people here. I'm so blessed and love you all. Thanks for taking care of yourselves and going after this. This is really a good thing, and you never know where you'll find that magic medjool date just sitting there going, here, this is a gift from the God. I tell you, I love it. The spiritual side is full of that sort of thing. Just full of, wow, look at that. Look at that, and it's pretty cool, It's out of this mundane world into the heavens. Art of MJK. Thank you, Dr. Morris, for all of you. Thank you, my friend. My sister, 58, has Raynaud syndrome, hands and feet that turn blue with the cold. A year ago, she was diagnosed with Parkinson's. Oh, honey. Before that, she had a breast removed, now on tamoxifen. Oh, sweetheart. Before that, this is your sister? Oh, honey. Oh. Before that, let me see, before that she had a hysterectomy. Before that she had a scare with a lump on an ovary, non-cancerous. Before that she had irritable bowel syndrome. Before that she was obese for much of her life. Now she is a thin vegetarian, no dairy, walks when possible, rides on an exercise bike, and does therapeutic yoga. And as a newborn infant she had jaundice. I think it'd be easier if you listed what she doesn't have. I'm new to all of this, but I see a pattern. She does not want to give up her cooked apples and veggie stir fries. Okay, it's cold here. I don't blame her. That's okay. She can do that. So would taking the herbs help her only if she doesn't? No. It'll help her big time. But she can have some cooked and a lot of raw. She still's got to do the fruits, berries, and melons. You want to move lymph. You don't move lymph, there's no sense in. I mean, this is what the gig is health and vitality here. From a younger sister who really cares. I'm working on myself with diet and detox kits 1 and 2. Go, younger sister. Your older sister has got some serious problems here, sweetheart, and she needs to get herself straightened around here. Get off the tamoxifen as an adrenal suppressor, suppresses estrogen. Well, she's already had a hysterectomy, so she has estrogen from the adrenals. We don't want to suppress her adrenal glands. That wouldn't be smart. She already has weak adrenal glands. You can go back to the hysterectomy. You can go back to finding all those symptoms are acidosis. Even with the estrogen dominance there, it could be the pituitary. I mean, if you looked over this whole thing, what you see is lymph, irritable bowel syndrome, of course, in the wall of the lymph, interstitial lymphatic constipation, lumped on ovary, lymphatic system. That goes way back right then, telling you that her kidneys weren't filtering the lymph. That's her kidneys and adrenal glands. And Parkinson's, look at this. You always find an autonomic connection here, and there you are. Adrenal glands on top of kidneys, diagnosed with Parkinson's. There's Raynaud syndrome, same thing. So here we see this whole process of not moving the lymph, not filtering the lymph through the kidneys. The adrenals are down. Therefore, she's got lymph burning her all over the place and breaking down her nervous system. She has some brain lesions. That's where the lymph is too, everywhere. So if this Parkinson's has brain lesions, you really got to get to this, get up there, get your kidneys, your adrenals, your lymphatic formulas, your GI tract formulas, essential. And then I would go with upper circuit, brain and nerve. If she has brain lesions here for Parkinson's, absolutely essential. She doesn't need the uterus anymore. She's good. I mean, that's done. White on the tamoxifen. I mean, rethink your thinking there. I mean, this is a nasty drug. Not good. Suppressant, big time. No. It's like Lupron. Bad stuff. She was obese, so she was fighting her adrenals there. So all this is that. So Art of MJK, have your sister view this, or tell your sister to get her butt on a good program and get herself cleaned up, get over this Parkinson, and tell her to be careful with cinnamon. If she gets on cinnamon, dangerous. Cinnamon is, to me, worse than cocaine here. In terms of addiction, Michael J. Fox is a cinnamon addicted person, I think. Peachtree Full. Love that name. Has been burning feeling in pit of stomach for a week. I've been having, so I started juicing and eating veggies for the past few days and no relief. What can I do? Okay, it hurts. Now, when you have a case like this, I don't get to these for a little while. You got to call in. You got to understand that when you have a problem, you want to call in and get some relief. What I would do is back up. Give me some tea, some Hilal tea, or some aloe vera. If you got aloe vera plants, are easy to grow. We're talking about the burn salve and everything with John Kine, but to be honest with you, burdock leaves okay, but I tell you what, I've seen what aloe, just simple aloe vera does on first, second, and third degree burns, and it's cool. No scars, even in third degree burns. So we should have aloe vats. You having a burn patient, you're dumped into a bathtub of aloe vera. Fresh aloe vera. Matter of fact, hospitals should invest in aloe vera farms and have it fresh and dump it in and have people soak in aloe vera juice and rebuild. If you want to use burdock leaves to wrap, okay. A lot of good things, and they'll pull that person, regrow new skin and everything. But this burning, for some reason, you're too many acid foods or something, or even too many acid fruits. Perhaps you have a little ulceration you didn't know of there, and all the fruits just said, hello, here we are, especially if they weren't all ripe and everything. So use the Hilal tea. You can use some chamomile, although more for smooth muscle. Slippery elm, marshmallow, excellent herbs. Make a tea out of them. The Hilal tea has that in there. The Hilal tea is probably your best bet for that sort of thing. But again, aloe, take it down raw, scrape it off the leaf, or buy some at a health food store. Not as good as fresh aloe, though. But any of the herbal teas like that will help. Break down off of too much fruit, berries, and melons in terms of the acidic fruits. Go subacid with your grapes and your apples and maybe your sweet fruits for a little while, and let this heal up there. I don't know. You have to see what's all going with you there, Peachtree Full. But I hope I'm not too late with you there in that respect. Girl Gone Vegan, Kelly, hi honey. Sorry about that the other day, but when you're sitting there after all this time and you're still thinking that a steroid is going to rebuild your adrenal glands, it's also around my right eye circling. Okay, let's figure this out. I am telling you, if this endless symptom goes away, I can handle the rest. Well, I don't know who you're talking to, but sweetheart, all your symptoms will go away if you ride the bull long enough, because it's the only answer you got out there in the first place. How chronic are you? Sounds like pretty chronic. You have to understand that some people are more chronic with their problems than others. That's all that is. And sometimes it's going to take you a little while longer. It's easy to understand. You said not everybody's created equal in that way. Genetics, diets, so those that have got the milks and all the crap, they're the worst. They have the worst lymph systems. And I don't know what to say. You have to rework yourself out of this whole genetic on top of just the daily dietary regimen on top of that, and what that's done to your lymph system and your organs and glands. And you just have to reverse it and take time rebuilding it, and then everything's good. So, should never get frustrated. I don't blame people that do, but there's nothing else out there, guys. As you guys are finding that out, I'm going to have to break away here. Girl Gone Wild, here's more. Okay, here is where I am at, going through a massive healing crisis. The office is aware of it and helping me through it. This is one symptom that has stumped everyone, so Dr. Morse, I am going to guess you will figure it out. I have pain in my right eye, behind it. Ooh, really? When I look up, down, sideways, and that pain, discomfort goes up under the right side of the forehead. Now, this isn't something that comes and goes or gets worse or then even better and vice versa. It's constant. Well, I've had a lot of the I'll tell you, after 5 days off, where's that mind? Where did I leave that thing anyway? Oh, trigeminal neuralgia, from the C2 all the way up in here. So some of this could be coming from the upper spine, working in that way. But pain is always acids. Always acidosis, unless you get high up on the alkaline side, that can cause it too. But basically, keeping it simple, the acids are the main reason. And then if you get an acid pressure, meaning your lymph system isn't moving anywhere and acids keep building up as cells keep eliminating waste, then you get that pressure. And that's all the lymph system. There's nothing else up there, just cells and two fluids, honey. That's all there is. Now, a lot of times there will be a tweak of the upper C-spine, and that nerve will run right through the trigeminal nerve, and the pain is excruciating and always there. So you can take a look at your upper neck there, Kelly, and have a chiropractor look and see if you're tweaked at all or breaking down, or you have a herniation up there in the C-spine. Could be a connective link somewhere there. But your only resolve is to keep moving that lymph, and I'd get more aggressive and more aggressive. As you feel more comfortable with the rope, get deeper. As you feel more comfortable, get deeper. And keep going deeper until you drain. You need a good cold and flu-like symptom. You could ear candle yourself, 3 candles I'd say per ear at least. It might take some pressure off of there, might help pull some lymph, give you some pressure relief behind the eye, but you need a real good cold and flu-like symptom, something that'll really drain that lymph system, help get that mucus out of there and get that acid pressure out of there, or you're going to have to drain it through the standard channel and out through the kidney. Now, this isn't something that comes and goes. Okay, Here are my theories. I have a cyst that is sitting on a nerve. Okay, they would have let you know that, though, I would think. But if it is a cyst, how did you get it? What is it? That's right, tumor, cyst, these are all lymph swellings. This is all acids, same stuff. My cranial nerve is damaged and inflamed. Okay, then what? If that's the case, what could damage or break down the cranial nerve or any nerve? What would do that? Be acids, wouldn't it? And it would be the lymph system that does that, right? All right. And inflamed, or my occipital nerve is inflamed and damaged. Okay, same thing. I mean, I do have a hypertension mucosal cyst at T1. Okay. So what does that mean? Does that mean your lymph system's backed up all in your head never? Absolutely, sweetheart. Kelly, this is all about the lymph system backed up head to toe. I have no idea, but the discomfort has gotten very specific. Then dig deeper now. Go on a fast. We're after Christmas. Honk on with it. It's also greatly affecting my vision. Well, honk on. Fast. Put yourself on another 20, 30-day fast. Really dig into there, Kelly. Because if any of one of these things you're saying is by any chance the case, you're in trouble. Well, because you just keep breaking it down. These are acids, and this is the lymph system. You got all these cysts, and you're going to break down T1 area. There's no question, because this lymph system all around your T-spine is involved. But my guess, you're going up here a little further up, though. I am grateful to be in the healing crisis, though. Well, pick this up another notch, Kelly girl. You're probably through that by now. I don't know how old these are. I just found these at home. Oh. Dr. Morse, can you give us thoughts on natural herbs versus man-made herbs? Well, yeah, you know what? I haven't studied a lot of the hybrid herbs, if we do have hybrid herbs. You know, I am learning a lot. Good. Peace tea full. Oh, here we go. I'm learning a lot. My problem is that for the past month, on and off, my stomach will start hurting and burning. Yeah, do not do any protein there, sweetheart. Absolutely no protein whatsoever. No way. When you got pains in your stomach, stop immediately all protein. Your body can't use it anyway, and you want to shut up that hydrochloric acid a little bit. Take your pancreatic formula just in case there's a bicarbonate problem. Definitely get into the slippery elms and marshmallows, the aloe veras, and get that pain out of that stomach there. The stomach and bowel numbers are perfect for that. That's what they're designed. If you look at the ingredients, slippery elm, marshmallow, I got a little plantain in them and stuff for some drawing, but they're very healing, anti-inflammatory, very good for you for these sort of problems. Tonight, this is past, I've started hurting every day and all night. So I've switched from regular cooked food to raw vegan, juicing and fruits over the past few days, but that hasn't helped it either. And it's probably not going to. You have to heal this, sweetheart. You can go in and scope yourself, but you don't need to go through all that trauma, because you can do it with just some teas to heal that. That's just an acid burn on the stomach. Now, if this is from inside the wall of the stomach, burning through the stomach, that's your lymph system. That's much more serious. But how we find remedy, whether it is an ulcerated tissue on the wall, or it's burning from in the wall, the remedy is going to always be the same. Easier, obviously, when it's a burn on the wall, but if it's burning from in the wall, you've got some serious detoxification to do. This means you're malabsorbed. This means that you have interstitial lymphatic constipation all through the GI tract. This is the worst kind. You really want to get that out of there. That's all I can tell you. Get me a picture of ice. I'll be able to tell you one way or another there where you're at with that. Let's see. Oh, remember that guy I told you about that has his same health condition as me, who was getting Botox injections to keep fluid in his body? We talked about him on the phone. He died. Unbelievable. Doctors convince people to use certain treatments and then kill them. Well, I'm glad you understand that, Gone Vegan. That's the name of their game. They're horrible. They're like kids in the worst position they could be in, controlling people's lives with toxic, deadly chemicals, and sanctioned and by the FDA. You can have a kill ratio of 50 or 30. Okay, all right. It doesn't matter. You know, this drug can kill X amount of people. Gets too much, there's too much bitching. We'll yank it off the market. Oh, where does the civilized nature of man come in? This is not civilized. I would have to use the word infidels. I don't know. What would you say to someone that has that level of thinking? I don't know. It's not even civilized. I have no way. But anyway, I'll get back with you guys on this. Morse will be producing. Oh, good. Good. Ed. I am inside the news producing single topic videos. This will make it much easier. It will, and you know what? I'm starting. I've done 2. The diabetes kind of got. I don't know what happened to that one. I'll shoot some more on that, and I'll get back to all of you. I'll get all this caught up this week, and I know I'll probably have a bunch over the weekend, but I will definitely attempt to do this. We're having some good changes around here. Hopefully I'll have more time, and I'll get a bunch of these specific videos done for you. You can go right there and look at them, and I think, too, that's a good idea. And then I'll continue to go through these questions and stuff with you guys. And thank you so much for all your questions. If they're serious questions and you need help quicker, please call and just have a brief conversation with Drew or Shannon or something, or Brenda or Jennifer, and it's helped you that way, because I don't want to sit here and let you wait. If you got a serious problem like your stomach's burning like that, call in. They'll give you some relief and help you and tell you the things to do with that. And if they can't, they can always ask me and stuff, but it's rare that they can't. All righty. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a wonderful day. If we have a no-show, I'll sit down and we'll catch up on some more of these. But I do have a 10 o'clock coming in. Thank you. I got to pay some bills around here. But thank you so much. And enjoy the weekend. I hope you had a great vacation there. And onward and upward. You guys are kicking butt. Very proud of you. Let's have fun this year. All righty. Bye-bye.